How is it going, everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Money in the Bank 2017 pay-per-view. Of course, Money in the Bank was a SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view event that took place live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tonight. And overall, I gotta say, coming on the show, I thought it was good. I thought it was an enjoyable show. I thought it was fun. You had an excellent main event. You had two really good title matches, and everything else kind of was good. Really no complaints here from me. I mean, I know a lot of the big complaint from a lot of people is that a lot of the finishes of these matches were just garbage, and I can see the arguments. I can see where people are coming from, but just because the finishes, might have been terrible, I wouldn't say the show or the match itself were terrible just because of the ending. So, yeah, if there's one complaint, it's the finishes to a lot of these matches. But if you think about it, they make sense. Even though they're not the best ways they could have done them, they definitely make sense, though, if you think about it. So, Money in the Bank, yeah, I enjoyed it. That was a good, solid show from SmackDown Live, and yeah, I give it a thumbs up personally. Of course, before the main pay-per-view started, we had the 1-hour kickoff show prior to the pay-per-view, which had the Hype Bros versus the Colognes. Fine match, it was good, nothing really too much to talk about. Of course, the Hype Bros took early control on, and eventually the Hype Bros would get the upper hand and, put some heat on Zack Ryder, attacking his injured knee, pretty much working on it until Mojo Rawley got the hot tag. Mojo would just go pretty much Mojo on them, and then eventually they would hit the Hype Rider for the victory. So Hype Bros got the win. Like I said, it was fine, it was your average TV tag team match, so nothing really too much there. And then, of course, go to the main show, which opened up with the women's Money in the Bank contract ladder match. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Natalya versus Tamina. The video package for this match was amazing, by the way. I thought I'd throw that in there. That was a fantastic video package. Match itself was really good, I thought, my main complaint was that it was too short. It was only probably like no more than 12 minutes or so. I thought they cut it short. But it was good, pretty much all the women had a good showing, especially Tamina. Tamina had a good showing, especially in the beginning. She was very dominant, throwing everyone around, pretty much trying to solidify herself as, the baddest person, I guess you can say, in the match. Becky Lynch and Natalya pretty much brawled throughout the majority of it. Natalya gave Becky Lynch a nice slam on the ladder, which came off pretty nicely. Ended up putting Becky Lynch in the sharpshooter later on. They used the ladder to use teamwork against Tamina. So Becky Lynch and Natalya was going at it. Charlotte had a nice showing. Carmella pretty much trying to climb the ladder majority of the match. He had some nice spots here and there. Charlotte had a nice, I guess, like spin dive. I don't really know how you'd call it, spin twist, I don't know, diving twist, the outside to Tamina and Natalya, so that was a nice spot. Charlotte tried to take out Tamina with two horrible spears because Tamina can't sell for shit. Tamina messed up the spear through the ropes, and she got speared through onto the steps, but Tamina didn't fall back. Tamina kind of just like tripped over the steps, which came off horribly. But yeah, nice match. Like I said, good solid opener. Good solid first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like I said, the only complaint I really have was the time it got. It definitely should have gotten more time, but it was still very good. I thought the women went there and tried hard, and I had a nice showing. Had a really good opening match. Ending came. I know people were fun to the finish. Becky Lynch gave Carmella a nice power bomb off the ladder, which came off pretty good. And then, of course, Becky Lynch climbed the ladder. James Ellsworth knocked the ladder over, ran up, tried to wake up Carmella. Did not work. James Ellsworth climbs the ladder, retrieves the briefcase, literally drops it in Carmella's hands, and that's the match. And everyone I know hated that finish. Personally, okay, I agree with James Ellsworth knocking Becky Lynch off the ladder. I agree with that. But I don't agree that he should have climbed it and retrieved the briefcase. I definitely think he should have gotten Carmella up, led her up the ladder, and she should have retrieved it herself. So I don't like the fact that James Ellsworth was one to retrieve it. I can see why they did it. The stipulation of the match is that the person in the match that has possession of the briefcase wins the match. So someone could retrieve it, but if they drop it and someone else catches it, that person's the winner. That's how the rules go. Watch, was the ladder match from TLC 2010, the Triple Threat match. The championship fell, and whoever retrieved it first was the winner. So that's the way I see it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I mean, I wasn't a fan of it either. I would have preferred Carmella getting it herself, but I can see why they did that. Definitely puts heat on Carmella and James Ellsworth, who, by the way, got a huge pop for retrieving the briefcase, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm just really happy Carmella won. I think she was the right person to win it, and I'm really happy to see her go going forward. So, like I said, the finish wasn't the best, but I thought it was still a really good opening match for the women. So, get the thumbs up from me. From there, I'm going to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, the Usos versus the New Day. Great match here. Really enjoyed this one. Of course, the New Day was running wild on the Usos from the start. Then, of course, Usos got the upper hand. Started isolating Kofi Kingston from Big E, locking different various submissions. Have just great tag team continuity from both of them. They gave Kofi a double suplex onto the ring post. I thought it was a great spot right there. Just the Usos as a heel tag team are just tremendous. They're definitely the best tag team in WWE right now, in my opinion, and I love absolutely everything about them. They've just been on a roll of their best role so far. So I really hope they keep the tag team titles for quite some time because they're just excellent heels. Eventually, Kofi got the hot tag on Big E. Big E ran wild, with of course some nice belly suplexes. Speared, I think it was Jimmy, through the ropes onto the outside. Oops. Oh, sorry, dropped my paper here with my notes. Well, not notes, but match listing. Yeah, Big E got the nice tag. I was running wild on the Usos for a while. Eventually, Kofi got the tag back in. It looked like Kofi was going to beat the Usos when he went for the SOS, but they countered it into a super kick. And then once one of the Usos went for a splash, Big E tagged in, blind tag, jumped in, caught one of the Usos up, which fucked up because he fell down when he caught him for the big ending, but he got back up, hit the big ending for a nice near fall. So I was really close. Kofi nearly killed himself with when he went at the ropes when the Usos pulled down. Kofi just flat out fell right on his back to the outside, which was very, very dangerous bump right there. But yeah, great tag team work from both teams. It paced nicely. I thought both teams worked excellently. You know, the Usos, like I said, great tag team continuity. The frequent tags and just the heel work on Kofi was great. And of course, Big E and Kofi had a great tag team. We're doing great tag team maneuvers, and the tags were really nice. The blind tags and whatnot were really nice as well. Usos targeted Kofi's leg. Kofi's leg was put in submissions. Big E would break it up. Great near falls towards the end. It looks like New Day were actually going to win the tag team titles. They hit the midnight hour, but of course the other Uso would pull the other Uso out of the ring during the count, and they would walk out, and the match would end in a count out. So the New Day wins via count out, so the Usos retain the tag team titles. I know people didn't like that ending, but that was great heel work in my opinion. The Usos knew that, the match wasn't in their favor, so what they did is, they knew the rules, took their time, walked out, got counted out, retained the tag team titles. Even though they lose the match, retained the tag team titles. So smart work by the Usos, in my opinion. I like that finish due to that fact alone. Make the Usos look like, stronger, not stronger, but more smart heel tag team. They took the heel tactic way out. So that's why I like that finish. But great tag team match. Really enjoyed that. Great tag team work from both teams. Paced well. A lot of great spots as well. So yeah, great stuff there. And then from there, I'm going to go to the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Naomi versus Lana. Lana had a fine showing. She wasn't bad, but she wasn't great. Naomi was very aggressive from the start, just hitting various kicks and just, kind of pretty much tossing Lana around. Lana got the upper hand, work on her leg for a little bit, locking in some pretty bad submissions. Like, she literally, one submission was just her hugging her leg. I don't know what that was about. Hit two suplexes on the ropes to injure Naomi's leg. Hit out her sit-out spine buster, which Naomi kicked out of. And Naomi eventually locked in her submission hold after Lana hit the sit-out spine buster. The second time, I believe she hit it. And then Carmella actually came out. Carmella teasing the cash-in. Now Lana was distracted, tried to cover Lana tried to cover Naomi. Naomi would lock in a submission hold on her for the tap-out victory. So Naomi retains via submission, and Carmella's a ringside teasing, cashing in. So I thought that was smart. Match itself was fine. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. Lana looked fine. Her selling definitely needs to be improved. A lot of what she was, taking was not looking good at all. She was playing a good heel, but she definitely needs a lot more improvement before I can consider her even good. So, but it was a, decent showing from Lana. No complaints really for me about her. But yeah, the match was fine. From there on, we had a video package for the Fashion Vice, which I thought was a great video package. I love the references there that Breezango are doing their video packages, or the vignettes, sorry. It's awesome. I really enjoyed that one. And then we had the debut of Mike and Maria Kanellis. They come out. Mike Bennett is now taking Maria's last name, and he's now Mike Kanellis, which, first and foremost, that's a red flag for me. Not because he's taking her last name, but to me, Mike Bennett sounds so much better than Mike Kanellis. Like, come on. It just flows, Mike Bennett. But their debut was a debut. They came out and pretty much talked about love and how they're going to show SmackDown the power of love. And that was that. I used to be high on Mike Bennett. I used to really like him. And then I honestly, in my point of view, in my opinion, ever since Maria got heavily involved in his career, he's just been on a downwards spiral. In terms of his performance, I feel like he doesn't deliver as much as he used to. It's been for the last couple of years now, but I feel like Mike Bennett used to be really, really good. Well, not really good, but he was improving. He had the star power, he had everything, and then Maria got heavily involved, and then it seemed like he just didn't really care as much, and he just wasn't trying as hard, and it really affected his in-ring work and his, his overall wrestling character. So, I don't know. I don't really care that they're there. I hope they prove me wrong, but as of right now, I'm not too big of a fan of them being on SmackDown Live. I wish they would have hyped up vignettes, because them come out randomly just, I don't know, it wasn't cutting it for me. But yeah, Mike and Maria Kanellis are on SmackDown Live. They're probably going to try and make them the Miz and Maurice of SmackDown Live, but good luck with that, because Miz and Maurice are tremendously better than Mike and Maria. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, badass theme song, I'll say though. Really like their theme song. But that's about it right now. So yeah, Mike and Maria Kanellis on SmackDown Live. From there, I'm going to go to the WWE Championship match, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. Of course, a bunch of legends at ringside for Randy Orton, including Bob Orton, Ric Flair, Sergeant Slaughter, and a few others. They were there for Randy Orton. The match itself, I thought, was really good. Tremendously better than the Backlash match. I felt like, Orton was very aggressive from the start, teasing the RKO probably minutes or seconds into the match. Jinder Mahal is very aggressive as well. I feel like, in this match, he was more agile and more hands-on to Randy Orton rather than just working the shoulder. Randy Orton took a nasty spill on the outside, tweaked his knee, and then of course Jinder Mahal targeted that knee. He was targeting the knee majority of the match, slamming him onto the announce table knee first. So some good knee work from Jinder Mahal. Randy Orton did some nice selling in this match as well. I just feel like this match gelled so much better than their Backlash matches. I feel like they were more into it. I feel like they're more motivated to have a better match. I just feel like everything about this match was better than their Backlash match. So thumbs up for them for going out there and put on a tremendously better match. Ending came, Orton hit RKO out of nowhere on Jinder Mahal. The Singh brothers put Mahal's foot on the rope. The referee's ejecting them. Then, of course, the Singh brothers, as they're leaving, decide to attack Randy Orton's father. Randy Orton goes batshit crazy on them, pretty much killing them again like they did at Backlash, throwing one of the Singh brothers on the announce table, pretty much shoulder and head first. Then RKO'd him on the outside. Then, of course, Randy Orton set up the announce table and RKO'd the other Singh brother through the announce table on the other side as well. Randy Orton rolls back in the ring. Jinder Mahal kicks the injured knee to Randy Orton, and as Randy Orton's, going for that knee, trying to, aid to it, Jinder Mahal hits the Colossus on Randy Orton for the 1-2-3 victory. So Jinder Mahal walks out still your WWE champion. Like I said, a lot better than the Backlash match. I thought, they both showed a lot more aggression, especially Jinder Mahal. I felt like he was really more motivated, and he definitely looked more natural and in his element than he did than his Backlash match. And Randy Orton looked like he was actually trying in this match. His Backlash match, he kind of seemed like he didn't care because he knew he was losing, but this match he actually seemed motivated to go out there and have a really good match with Jinder Mahal. And yeah, I felt like they had a really good match overall. So Jinder Mahal retains. Rumored that it's going to be him and Orton again, a Battleground in a Punjabi prison match. Hope not, because he's beaten Orton twice, so why does he need to beat him again? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but we'll see how they go forward. Good match, like I said. Really good match. Probably Jinder Mahal's best match ever, honestly. From there, I'm going to go to Breezango versus the Ascension. Of course, the Ascension were the attackers of Breezango. Pretty basic match. You had some nice back-and-forth action from the start. It's just very, very quick, though. Breezango got the upper hand. Ascension tried to, distract Victory, but Fandango got the inside cradle pin on Victor for the 1-2-3 victory. So quick, average match, pretty much. Not really too much to note there. I guess it's just a way to get Breezango on the show, and that's what they accomplished. So it was what it was. And then, of course, go to the main event, which was the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Excellent match here. Of course, during Nakamura's entrance, Baron Corbin attacks Nakamura, pretty much taking him out for the entire match, which at first I was kind of like, oh, that kind of sucked, but then I understood later on why they did that. The bumps in this match that everyone was taking was great. I thought they were really going out there and working hard. This was a better match than the Extreme Rules 5-Way, in my opinion. This was a lot better. I thought it just paced better, and the spots they were doing were better, and they actually utilized the stipulation. I mean, one complaint I did have about this match was I felt like they didn't use the ladder as much as they could have, but it was still really good. It was still an awesome main event. Probably WWE Match of the Year contender, honestly. I really enjoyed this match. Great teamwork from Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler from the start. From the start, those two attacking AJ Styles, while Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn went at it for a while. Ziggler and Corbin would use their brains and isolate AJ Styles with the ladder, pretty much taking him out with it. And then Baron Corbin eventually turned on Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler returned the favor by hitting him with a super kick. AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler go at it for a little bit. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still brawling. They brawled for a while. I love the continuation and from these two guys. I mean, they haven't dead-on feuded in over a year, but every time they're in the ring together, they seem like they want to kill each other, and I just absolutely love when they do stuff like that. But some great spots. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens just absolutely destroying each other. There's a spot where Kevin Owens teased to do a dive to the outside onto the rest of the group of guys, but Sami Zayn came out, tossed Kevin Owens onto an open ladder, which absolutely decimated Kevin Owens. Sami Zayn hit a suplex, or German just a suplex on Kevin Owens on the apron, which came off fucking devastating. I thought Kevin Owens nearly died, but he just absolutely destroyed Kevin Owens on the apron. So Kevin Owens was out for a while after that. Baron Corbin did some nice spots as AJ Styles. You know, AJ Styles did a phenomenal forearm onto Sami Zayn when Sami Zayn was climbing the ladder. Then Baron Corbin would just absolutely decimate AJ Styles, slamming onto the announce table, throwing him over the announce table. AJ Styles would eventually get back up. AJ Styles would go at it with Dolph Ziggler. He'd try to do a phenomenal forearm on the outside, but Ziggler would actually sweep his leg, so AJ would fall. Baron Corbin would actually catch Dolph Ziggler in midair when Dolph Ziggler went for, I believe, Famouser, would actually catch him into a deep six, which was a nice spot right there as well. Just a bunch of craziness going on. Baron Corbin chokeslamming AJ Styles through, not through, but onto a ladder, which was absolutely vicious. AJ Styles locking in Kevin Owens in a fireman carry and dropping him onto a ladder, which snapped in half. It looked very, very vicious. So just a lot of crazy spots in this match. A lot of it was a lot of fun. And then of course, you know, Baron Corbin would clear the ring. He'd be climbing the ladder. Then all of a sudden, Shinsuke Nakamura's music hits. Nakamura comes running down. Corbin tries to toss the ladder on the Nakamura. Nakamura ducks, gets in the ring, takes out Baron Corbin with Kinshasa, takes out Sami Zayn with Kinshasa, takes out AJ Styles with not AJ Styles, kicks out Dolph Ziggler with Kinshasa, gets a ladder in the ring. Kevin Owens follows the ladder, and then of course Nakamura takes out Kevin Owens with the Kinshasa. So just absolute Kinshasa fest from Nakamura. Nakamura was just running wild. The moment Nakamura came back out, the crowd was just absolutely on fire. Nakamura was over as hell. I guess his fire up was just insane. Him just taking out everyone. Of course, he gets the ladder set up. Before he goes to climb it, all of a sudden, AJ Styles appears, and him and AJ Styles are having a stare down. And I'm thinking, oh shit, it's about to go down. They have a nice stare down. They even moved the ladder aside because they're thinking, all right, we're gonna fucking settle this. And then they go at it, and they have an awesome exchange. Nakamura goes for the Kinshasa. AJ counters it into a phenomenal forearm. Just a great little sequence right there, and it's such an amazing tease for their eventual matchup. Definitely by far their stare down and sequence was the hottest part of this entire match. So they go at it for a while. They're desperately climbing the ladder to retrieve the briefcase, but as they're doing that, Baron Corbin comes out of nowhere, knocks them both down, climbs the ladder, and retrieves the Money in the Bank briefcase. So big banter, Baron Corbin is Mr. Money in the Bank. I couldn't be any more excited. I'm very, very happy Baron Corbin won it. He was the most deserved, well, not the most deserving, but he definitely was the one that needed the most in this match, in my opinion. He's definitely the one that benefits the most. So very, very happy Baron Corbin won. Insane match. A lot of spots happened that I forgot to even mention, like Dolph Ziggler giving Baron Corbin a zigzag up the ladder, AJ Styles hanging off the briefcase like it's the Ultimate X match at TNA, and then just dropping down after he was trying to take the briefcase off. Just a lot of insane spots in this match, and they didn't use, you know, like I said, the one complaint I did have was that I wish they would use the ladder more often in this match. But what they did do, awesome stuff. Excellent main event. Like I said, it was better than the Extreme Rules Fatal 5-Way, in my opinion, from Extreme Rules. And yeah, it was an excellent main event to a fun show. I thought main event was good. It was a fun show to sit through and watch. Like I said, the main event was great. The two title matches, the tag title and the WWE title match, were really good. And everything else, you know, was just, you know, was fine or good. So no complaints really from Money in the Bank. I thought it was a good, enjoyable show. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like below. If you guys like in the comment section, if you guys would like, leave your guys' thoughts on Money in the Bank. If you guys like the pay-per-view, if you guys didn't like it, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, anything Money in the Bank related, feel free to leave your guys' comments in the comment section below. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching the video.